Hello everyone, and welcome to what I'm prepping today. So by me focusing on beans, you may think it's beans, and it is a little bit, but then it's not. This video is more or less some pointers on how to prep when you really can't prep. You know, there are always people offering things for free on Facebook, and I'm not going to tell you that's where to get these items. I'm going to tell you I'm one of those people. And I'm going to tell you how I do that. And that's a good way for you to get some preps, maybe. Connect with some people. Let your friends know that, hey, anything you don't want, I'll take. I'm donating things. I'd like to go through it. At the beginning of the year, I had thought I might have a yard sale because I have so many things left over from auctions and things like that that I really don't want. And it just, with COVID and everything, it wasn't feasible. And then who am I kidding? I really don't have time. So one of my friends was cleaning out her kitchen. So it was a kitchen actually of a relative who had passed. And she said, hey, can you do something with these things? They know that I go through things. I take what I want, which is very little anymore. And then I offer the rest on Facebook. And it's usually free. So this was her kitchen clean out from her relative that passed. And so there are always people starting over and asking for things on Facebook, or you can just give them away. I also take a lot of things down to the city mission and just donate them. But this is what she didn't want. And my truck is has like 3 or 4 boxes of things that I didn't want to bring in the house. I just brought some small things in. We're going to things like this. I will save these small utensils. I don't put them in my kitchen. I save them and I put them with our buffet items. When you are asked to make a meal for a party, a picnic, or anything like that. I've noticed it's heck sometimes getting your items back. I had a relative one time at a family reunion take home one of my 4 deviled egg containers, and I'm looking everywhere for it, and she brought it back the next year and said, yeah, I needed to use it. And I'm like, are you kidding me? You kept my deviled egg container for a year. I put it out on the family grapevine. You know, I'm missing a deviled egg container, and it was suggested it may have accidentally got thrown away, and I believed that. You know, so she returned it probably from guilt. But my point being, I no longer take anything away from my house if I absolutely need it back. I just don't. So if I'm making a big roaster full of, what are they called? Baked beans. For my grandson's horse show. And I'm going to take utensils that I don't need back. Unfortunately, I have to take my roaster just because putting them in an aluminum pan with a little heater under them, I don't believe would keep them warm sufficiently enough. But so these are some of the things that I got from her kitchen clean out, and she's doing more of a clean out. But otherwise, why do I take this? Why do I filter things? Because otherwise all of this was going to end up in the trash, which I kind of feel like we need to share. We need to save money. We need to save items. Maybe not items so much as, you know, things like that. Like, all right, this is a Lazy Susan. I don't want that. I have no use for that. Somebody I know might be able to take out the insides and change it up, change it around. Somebody might love it just the way it is. That's going in the donate box. And right here, I like this wooden tray, and I'm probably going to hold on to it, but then again, I may not. But it's Hawaiian. It's made in Hawaii. I can't read what type of wood. Maybe when I focus, somebody else can. But I have a few friends who do woodworking, and they pay a lot of money for their exotic woods that they do woodworking with. So I don't know. I just kind of feel like that piece there has a little bit of value other than, I don't know. And this right here is a chopper, scraper. I have 2 of these. I love these. I don't need a third one, but just letting you know, that's what that's for. I paid $5 for one of mine. Then I got one at a yard sale for $0.25, and now I get another one free. But anyway, yeah, these are really nice. You can also get these at the dollar store, which may be where this one is from, because I see some of this surface rust on it. But then again, it has a sharper edge but mine is, I think, Echo brand, which is a little bit better. These unopened will also go in the buffet section with the roasters and extra things that I have. Things that if I make a tossed salad for somebody, I'll put those in there and I'll say, hey, I don't need any of those back, not even the utensils. You know, that sort of thing. And then right here, they were going to throw away this nice big German stainless steel knife. Full tang. Looks like full tang. And it looks like whatever they call that section that goes across the back, not across the top. It looks like full depth as well. So I will actually probably show this one to my husband, see if he wants to, you know, sharpen it up and maybe keep that and replace one of the knives that we have in the drawer. I also have a nephew who's a chef. I may just see if he wants it. I gave him a couple of my other knives and he liked those ones. So these are, I don't know if that's fake antler, real antler, probably fake. But this is Lifetime Cutlery. I've seen these sell on eBay. I don't sell on eBay, I used to. But then some magnifying glasses that are battery operated. I'll probably check them out. My eyes, I think I've said a few different times, are not what they used to be. I'll probably put some batteries in there, see if they work. If they don't work, I'll throw them away. If they do work, I'll either decide to keep them or donate them, give them away. Get some little Pyrex dishes. And then, of course, this big Corel platter. Corningware, not Corel. But that'll probably just, I don't know, somebody in the family will probably take that because I have a couple family members who collect vintage items like that. But I think I've told you before, a great way to increase your preps is by online auctions, not eBay. The online estate auctions. And then you know you bid for a week and then you go pick your item up. Also, don't forget about your flea markets. Don't forget about yard sales. You get some really good prices there. And if you're looking for something maybe a bit more specific, you can also, I mean, don't forget Craigslist or Marketplace or Let Go like that. But if you're looking for a really good coat, you know, go to one of the higher end Goodwill stores, or a City Mission, or there's not just Goodwill. We tend to call them all, I tend to call them all Goodwill store, even though Goodwill's a brand. There's City Mission, there's a lot of other really good ones. I'm sure they're different in different areas. But this is a great place to get some preps. As a matter of fact, on, what was it, Facebook Marketplace, not too long ago, I got my son 2 fish finders, still brand new in the box, the electronic ones that you hook onto a boat. And the woman had tried selling them for $20 each. And then she went down to free, and I messaged her, hey, is that still available? And I went to her house to pick it up, and I told her that my son was looking for one, and I had just seen it, and she gave it to me for free. And I didn't offer her any money for it because it was free. I could have, but I also had my truck full of things that I was donating at the time. And I said, hey, you want to take a look through my truck and look at this stuff that I'm donating? And she's like, what, really? I'm like, yeah, come on out. So she did, and she ended up taking a few things out of my truck. I did get the better deal with the fish finders, but, you know, it was like kind of just getting into a little bit of bartering. So it's also a nice way to get your feet wet if you don't know how to do any type of bartering. And that was just my little tip for the day. If you can think of any other way to get into getting preps for free or bartering or things like that, that I haven't mentioned, or even if I have mentioned and you've tried some of them already on your own, go ahead and put that down there in the comments, so that I think that we all need to learn from one another and get tips and hints from one another. And even though this may not have been the most informative video out there on the subject, I can definitely say that some videos spark interest, and from that little spark of interest sparks an idea that we can build on and create better ideas to share with each other in our community. And goodness knows, at this time, with everything that's going on in the country and things that some of us feel are coming down the pike, we definitely need to learn how to do some of these things without cash. All right, guys. Let me know what you prepped today. Be blessed, everyone.